Alright, picture this. It's the dead of night, 2 a.m. in a locked residential behavioral unit, old as time itself. I'm on my usual rounds as a CNA, night shift, lights low, shadows dancing on the walls. The place is quiet, eerily quiet. You know the kind. The sort of quiet that makes you feel like something's watching. There's this one resident. Been there for 2 years, completely nonverbal, blank stare, doesn't speak a word. She's in her 50s, still able to walk, but only if you guide her around. All those years, and not a single sound out of her. So one night, I'm in her room stocking supplies. It's dim, and I swear I thought she was asleep. Then, out of nowhere, in this deep, gravelly voice, I hear, "He's here for me." I freeze, heart pounding. I slowly turn around, and there she is, sitting up in bed, staring right at me, pointing into the corner of the room, eyes locked on something I couldn't see. My throat's dry. I don't ask any questions. I just nod and back out of the room like something out of a horror flick. The next night I come in and you guessed it, she was gone, passed away in her sleep. But that was just the beginning. There was another resident, the sweetest guy you could imagine. Dementia had him pretty bad, but he was still sharp enough to call me Mija in his distinct voice. Everyone loved him. Then the pandemic hit and he got sick, probably COVID before we even knew what it was. He fought through, or so we thought, but weeks later pneumonia set in and he didn't make it. I was the one who did his postmortem care, and it hit hard. A few days after he passed, they turned his room into a staff break room. Nothing special, just a plastic table and a microwave. So, there I am, sitting in his old room, eating my dinner at some ungodly hour. Everything's quiet, too quiet, and suddenly, I get this chill, like ice creeping down my spine. The hairs on my arms stand up. I get up, look around, poke my head into the hall. Nothing. I sit back down, and then, clear as day, right over my shoulder, I hear Mija. I froze. That voice, it was his. I could almost feel his presence behind me. Was it my imagination? Maybe, but I'm telling you, it felt real. Needless to say, I didn't hang out in that break room after that. And then, there was this one night around midnight. There's this resident who always got up to use the bathroom. You'd hear the shuffling of his walker, the flush, the light flicking on. But on this particular night, I was chatting with another CNA in the hallway, and we both hear it, flush, light on, door opening. But the thing is, he had died days earlier. We both stopped, turned to each other, and went pale. We knew there was no one in that room. Yet, the bathroom door was wide open, light pouring out into the hall. I could tell you more, like how the cameras would catch orbs floating around on the monitors late at night, or the time all the TVs in the unit switched to the Hallmark channel at full blast, in the middle of the night with no one near the remotes. But that place had stories. Stories that make you question reality. Stories that make you feel like you're not alone, even when the halls are empty. Was it just my imagination, or something supernatural? Comment below.